Hi, good afternoon, my dear students. Once again, welcome back to the second episode of our first chapter from political science, that is our constitution. Okay, you might have heard about the word constitution. The word constitution means Samvidhan in Hindi. Samvidhan. Okay, and constitution is nothing but it is a written document which mentions certain rules and regulations. On behalf of the nation for its citizens. Okay, and it was came into force in the year of 1950. It was compiled by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. He was the chairman or coordinator of the Indian Constitution, and around 299 nationalists participated in the making of Indian Constitution. Okay, and Indian Constitution guarantees many human rights. Okay, and Indian Constitution adopted many ideologies and many laws and provisions from other European and American constitutions, such as American Constitution and British as well as Irish Constitution. Okay, and we can see our Indian Constitution came into force in the year of 1950, January 26. So that day we are observing as a Republic Day. Okay, and the head of our Constitution was Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Many nationalistic leaders contributed many ideas for our making our Indian Constitution, such as Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Mahatma Gandhi, Lala Lajpat Rai, Bipin Chandra Pal, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Rabindranath Tagore, and Subhash Chandra Bose, Sarojini Naidu, like so on. Okay, many people were there. Actually, more than 300 people, around 389 people were participated in making Indian Constitution. Later, after the partition of India, the number declined to 299. Okay, and our Indian Constitution is the biggest written constitution in the world. Biggest written constitution in the world. Our country India is also the one of the number one or the biggest democratic country in the world. Okay, and we can proud of those things. And our Indian Constitution is the biggest written constitution in the world. And another feature of Indian Constitution is it is neither rigid nor flexible. So you may ask, what is meant by rigid and flexible? Okay, rigid and flexible means, if it is rigid, take rigid means once it is written means it is written. We can't change or amend anything. Flexible means we can we can edit the things wherever we want. Okay, so that is mean by rigid and flexible. Opposite of rigid is flexible. Okay, our constitution is neither rigid nor flexible. When we go to foreign many constitution, we can say, suppose take American Constitution, they can't change or modify their constitution, because when it was written 250 years ago it was written, and still it is following the same. They can't change any one letter in the in American Constitution. Their constitution is rigid. Okay, very strict. They can't change anything. Whereas in India, in some articles, some areas we can amend or change or modify certain rules with the majority support of Indian legislative members. Okay, and another thing we want to discuss is that our constitution guarantees certain things to us, and the first page of Indian Constitution is known as preamble. The first page of or introduction of Indian Constitution is known as preamble, and it guarantees certain technical things to us. Some technical words are there that is very important. That is sovereign. India will be a sovereign country. The supremacy of India is vested with only Indian government. Okay, and the responsible person, the accountable person for the sovereignty of India is the President of India. Okay, and India follows democratic government. It aims socialism. India will be a socialist country in order to eradicate poverty from our country. Okay, poverty and inequality in all kinds. And India will be a republic. Our authority, supreme power will be vested with Indian government. Okay, and no other external countries can interfere in the matter of internal matters of India. Okay, and the elected person, he is the President of India. He is indirectly elected by the legislative members. Okay, and the Indian Constitution also guarantees us justice, equality, and fraternity. Okay, justice, equality, and fraternity. Fraternity means brotherhood. Okay, so these are the some salient features of Indian constitutions. And when we go to the other salient features of Indian constitution, we can see, our Indian constitution is the biggest written constitution in the world, number one. And number two, it is neither flexible nor rigid, and it also ensures parliamentary form of government. Okay, and in parliamentary form of government we can see president as well as prime minister. Okay, and president is known as the first citizen of India, and if he is married, his wife will be known as the second citizen of India. Okay, and another point is republic. India will be a republic. No external countries or foreign countries can enter to the internal matters of India. Okay, we have our own power, and we are also following presidential rule. Okay, presidential as well as both president and prime minister is also controlling our country. Okay, and we are following federal system. We can see many states, around 28 states are there now. Earlier we have 29 states were there. Now Jammu and Kashmir is not a state now, it is part of union territory now. Now we have 28 states and 9 union territories. Okay, and another thing, our Indian Constitution guarantees us 6 fundamental rights, and in coming episode, we shall explain about the fundamental rights. Okay, at the same time, the right, we have certain duties are also there. Okay, it is just like a coin. It has two sides. Fundamental rights and fundamental duties are there. Okay, when we make sure, when we are doing our duties well, then only we can say that we are an ideal citizen. Okay, and our Indian government also guarantees us directive principles of state policy. Those things you will be studying in senior classes, and it is also adopted from the Irish government in order to bring welfare state. Okay, and according to this directive principles of state policy, one point is a very important, very interesting point. India government will be prohibiting liquor from the country. Okay, many provisions are there. Out of them, one is prohibition of liquor, all kind of drugs. Okay, and 8th one is judiciary. Our Indian government, Indian constitution guarantees an independent judicial system, and judiciary has certain hierarchies there. On the top we can see it is on the apex it is Supreme Court of India, and Supreme Court of India is located in New Delhi, and under it we can see many state high courts in many states, and under state government we can see many district courts, or again we can see municipal courts. So this is the hierarchy of judiciary in India, and it also guarantees us single citizenship. Okay, and it also gives us right to vote, or we call it as universal adult franchise. Okay, those who attained 18 year old and above, those who are male or female, everyone will be getting the right to vote. But for two people, they want Indian constitution is not giving right to vote. One is criminal persons, those who are punished by the court, they don't have any right to vote. And second one is those who are not mentally fit, they also won't get the right to vote. Okay, so I hope you understood these things, and in coming session I shall explain more about the fundamental rights guaranteed by our Indian constitution. Okay, till then, take care, have a nice day. Thank you.